All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chris from Gooner Eagle Eye. I know you ain't seen me in a little while. Quite frankly, just lost a bit of my mojo to even do these videos, just watching the same bullshit Arsenal games. So, no point. I'm just going to sound the same old, depressed. I'm going to inflict it on you guys. I think the last Arsenal game, I didn't even bother watching. I was kind of tweeting, and then I flick back every now and again to see it. It's just, I just have a view of I cannot wait for the season to be over. Um, so that's kind of the mode I'm in at the moment. Um, I watched the Arsenal Man City game yesterday. I was just like, at no point did I watch it was I ever comfortable. I saw the team that started the game with Giroud and Welbeck up front, and my mate was like, "Oh gosh, is Arsene Wenger going with a 4-4-2?" And I'm like, come on, we know the man better than that." And sure fucking enough, Welbeck was on the wings. Why Giroud insisted on starting? And yes, I understand what he did yesterday. I'm coming to that. But why Wenger insists on starting Giroud all the damn time? All the damn time. For me, in all honesty, if it wasn't because Man City cannot defend they can't defend from a toddler at the moment. I think that their defense is shocking. It's shocking. Um, I mean, we had two shots on target, and they both happened to be goals. But other than that, they were slicing and dicing through us. Um, Aguero should have had a couple more goals than he actually did. Part of me kind of wish he did, so I can have some fantasy football points out of this bitch. I'm just giving up on Arsenal this season. So just give me some fantasy football points in my fantasy football team. And I'm neck and neck at the moment with my boy. We got money on the line, so very important. Um, but other than that, it was just defense. It was just attack, and it was none of us. It was all City. City sliced through our midfield, and surprise, fucking surprise. You want to know why? Because if I did a preview video, it would have been. So why not? I hope that Coquelin and El Nene start together. I don't understand whose tea Coquelin is suddenly pissed in. Why he has to sit on the bench so that Ramsey can fucking come in. But it seems like that's happening at the moment. Coquelin is now sitting on the bench in favor for fucking Aaron Ramsey. And what did Aaron Ramsey contribute? Diddly fucking squat. Sorry, he did one decent tackle at the beginning of the match. Aside from that, the guy was missing in action. Completely missing, and he offers nothing to our team. He offers absolutely nothing to our team. He runs and runs and runs. And yeah, you know my mantra by now. Usually I'm forgiving of anybody who constantly tries and constantly runs. Sure. Until I can see that you're not contributing anything to our team, you're just running around like a headless chicken. He doesn't influence the game the way a Cesc does. He doesn't score a goal like a Lampard used to. Defensively, he's not. Yes, all right, he made a decent tackle. Can someone please tell me the last time Aaron Ramsey made a fucking decent tackle other than yesterday? So he's not a defensive-minded midfielder. Where do you play this motherfucker then? What does he contribute to our team? And for me, it was particularly telling because, Wells, which I'll come on to again in a second. When Wells came off with his injury and Wilshere came on, this is for me, this is why I always defend Wilshere to people like my mates who just say we need to just get rid of him. He's too injury prone. For me, I'm more forgiving of a very good player who's injury prone. And Wilshere, you know, he has a lot of things about him that I can criticize him for, and most of them tend to be off the field. When he's on the field, the way he goes past players, it's incredible to me. And for me, I'm so happy he's back. I hope for his sake and for the team's sake, that they can move forward with him, move forward, and actually play a run of games next season. Fucking drop fucking Ramsey. I cannot say that shit enough. Drop Ramsey, play Wilshere in that deep midfield Perla role alongside El Nene, who for me is a fair play. I do want Wenger to go, but he has unearthed a hell of a player in El Nene, a hell of a player. Just have him play there with El Nene, I think we'd be about something next season. I still want us to get Kante though, so I don't know how that works, but for me, I just wish we could sell Rams in the summer. You know, some idiot will pay 30 to 40 million for him. Just sell him in the summer, just cut our losses and let's go. He just doesn't offer us anything. You know, he had one amazing season in 2013, and that's the only reason this motherfucker is still playing for us, I tell you. You must have some sort of dossier. I always tweet it every single week. Every time I see Ramsey on that fucking pitch, I am convinced. You know, DT says it's nudes. For me, I just think it's a whole dossier of shit against Wenger. Because there's nothing about him that justifies a starting place. He doesn't score no more. He doesn't assist. He damn sure doesn't defend. So what exactly is he still in a team for? Oh. So, and then the other talking point yesterday was Welbeck's injury. And man, I'm not going to lie, I'm gutted for him and for the team. For me, I liked Welbeck up front. You know, this is an example of a striker who, if he had goals, if he could finish, for me, he'd be the best striker in the league because he runs and runs and makes intelligent runs. I think his movement is very underrated. It really is very underrated. He runs and he runs and he runs and he does not stop. And he really terrorizes defenses. It's just that he can't finish. That's his major problem. And the irony is, he was doing fantastic work, and that was what got him injured. So Sango was running down the right-hand side, where Monreal and was at this point, I have no idea. He was trying to track Sanya. I don't know what happened, but basically his knee clashed against Sanya's knee, and just watch the video. You could see the damn knee twist as they clash. Initially, he runs it off, and then he takes maybe 10 seconds later, he just dives to the floor. And was like, "You're doing this," basically, like he knew straight away this is not a normal knock. Something really bad has happened. He initially came off the pitch and then tried to go back on. Maybe 5 seconds later, I thought, fuck this. Literally walked down the tunnel. Didn't even stop, just walked down the tunnel. You could just tell. He knew at that moment was where his Euro dreams just went at that point. But yeah, gutted for him. And he was typically doing good work as well. I guess my player ratings, let's get on with that now. Check. For me, I think should have done better with a second goal. Can look really suspect sometimes letting goals in his near post. I don't think he moves across the goal that well. You know, if Ospina does leave, And Chesney is true to his word and stays at Roma. And I hope if he wants to stay, let him fucking stay. I think we need to look at people that's really going to push Czech, like really going to push Czech. I wish we had like a goalkeeping scout. Lord knows we need it. Just because I don't remember him making many spectacular saves. He made a couple of decent stops, but I'm going to give him 5.5 because I really believe he should have stopped that second one. Yes, Kevin De Bruyne did well, but a top quality keeper saves that for me. So 5.5. Bellerin, 6. Gabs, 5. I think he should have done better with the first goal. Koscielny, 6. Monreal, 5. I thought, for once, it was a really poor game with Monreal. I felt like he didn't stop a cross and really allowed Navas a lot of time on the ball and allowed him to skip ahead on the ball a lot, and it was really frustrating. And like I said, I think he should have been backing up Welbeck. I mean, yes, it was a freak accident. There's not really a lot you can do. You know, Welbeck was just being a good player and tracking the guy back. But I think maybe, who knows, if Monreal was present, you know, it might have changed the challenge that Welbeck tried to make on Sanya. But if buts and maybes at the moment. On the right-hand side, Sanchez scored a brilliant goal. Made some decent effort. Arguably was probably the best player on the team. And even then, I still only give him a 7 out of 10, in my opinion. No, tell a lie. He wasn't the best player in the team, but I still give him 7. El Nene is the guy I'm going to give best player in the team. I thought he did really well. He really does quietly influence that midfield. He really does. And I think it could have been more of an ass whooping if El Nene wasn't on the pitch. So I give him a 7.5 out of 10. His midfield partner, on the other hand, 2 out of 10. No, tell a lie, he made a tackle. 3 out of 10. I thought he was that anonymous. I thought he was that poor. No, and let's have it right. Fair's fair. I thought Iwobi was missing in the match. Absolutely missing in the match. He didn't do much. Probably the wackest game I've seen him have. But he's 19. He'll get there. He'll get there. 5 out of 10. Wells, oh gosh, I feel harsh to even judge him. I thought for what he did, the 24 minutes he was on, 5 out of 10. I thought he did well. And let's be honest, he got injured doing good defensive work, which is just epitomizes the guy. I love Wells, I really do. 5 out of 10. Giroud, this is where people are going to think I'm nuts. I give Giroud 6.5 out of 10. So, yes, he did have a beautiful assist. Beautiful assist. And yes, he did score a goal. I thought, other than those 2 things, though, he didn't do fuck all. It's just that you can't score somebody a 6 who sets up a goal and scores a goal. So I guess the lowest possible thing that I could do while still scoring more than a 6 is a 6.5. Because I'll be honest, I was slating him before the goal, after the goal, before the assist, and after the assist. I didn't think he did that much. But who knows? Maybe next week when we play Villa, it might encourage him to actually do something. But 6.5, I stand by it. Wilshire, I actually thought did quite well. 7 out of 10. Came on, really made a difference. And let's hope that he kicks on. I get that. I just have this horrible feeling He's going to go to England, play really well, pick up an injury, and then we lose him for the fucking season again. I can just see that shit happening. Walcott, listen, I'm a big Theo fan. He made somewhat of a difference yesterday. Gave us a little bit of zip, a little bit more directness. So for that reason, I give him a 6. I can't remember the other guy. Oh, and Coquelin came on. I hated the sub. Not anything against Coquelin. But for me, we're 2-2. Let's try and win this game. You've just seen that Spurs have lost. You know? Don't get me wrong. If we're not winning the league, part of me is like, well, I don't really care when we finish. But also, the other part of me is like, why not try and finish second? Because the thing is, if we'd won yesterday, and we still had time to get that third goal, if we'd won yesterday, then what would have happened is then Spurs go into a difficult game against Newcastle, who are going to be fighting for their life. And that would be a difficult game. It's at Newcastle. So, I don't know. I was disappointed with the endeavour. I was disappointed with the acceptance. Like, oh, you know what? Cool. We'll settle for this. This is good enough. Let's just look up the battens. And he brought Coquelin on, who, don't get me wrong, did well. My argument is, why didn't Coquelin start in the fucking first place? I would have started Coquelin and El Nene. I hated that sub. I think he took off, I think it was Iwobi for him. Oh no, Theo came on for Iwobi. And I think, I think it was, no, I don't think it was Alexis. Somebody came on. I want to say it was El Nene that came on for came off for Coquelin. I can't actually remember, but I just remember thinking, so you were going to bring on Santi, and you decided that Coquelin was the way to go. Great. Hated it. Hated the move. Hate the attitude, and it was epitomized, which is why I'm calling this video what I'm calling it, because it was epitomized by Jack Welsh's comments at the end, where he basically said, "Oh, we'll be delighted if we get third." And I was just looking at the screen like, really? Delighted is the word you want to use for third place. Fabulous. Fabulous. Well, congratulations. You've more or less done it, then. You've got third place. Whoop-de-doo. Leicester won the fucking league, and our biggest arch rivals finished above us. But be delighted that you finished third. Epitomizes this team at the moment. I don't know what else to say. Please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. You see it. Subscribe, damn it. I know you're watching my videos. You can follow me on Twitter at Colossal Chig. The Gooner Eagle Eye is the title of the Twitter page. And you'll be able to get a notification of when my videos go up. But do subscribe. All right. Take care, y'all. I'll be back with a video soon. Peace.